Hello and welcome to the Soul Commander channel. Today we're taking a look at a security camera. This is the SV3C Solar Wi-Fi security camera. It's a very nice camera. I have quite a few of these, and this is the latest and the greatest from this company. I wanted to show it to you guys today. So let's just open the box and get right to it and see what we have inside. I'm just going to take it all out, I believe. Would probably be the easiest way to do this. Just going to remove everything. This does come with a solar panel, so that's pretty nice. So you don't have to go out and charge the battery every 3 to 5 months. And let's get the camera out of here. And let's get, I think, there's a manual. Yes, there's a manual in here. Okay, so what do we get with this kit that sells on Amazon for, I want to say it was right around $75, but if you hurry up and go, I believe there's like a 20% off coupon off of the price. Maybe I'm thinking that's with the $20 coupon. So anyway, it's right around $75, $85 in that range. Very affordable. So what do we get? We get a package that comes with 2 wall mounts, as you can see, a black and white. And of course, one probably goes with the camera because the camera's white. And the other one probably goes with the solar panel because the solar panel is black. Okay, we also get a USB charging cord because you don't have to run the camera off of the solar panel. If you want to just charge the camera off of a PC or whatever, they supply the USB cord for that. It takes about 5 to 6 hours to charge the battery in the camera, and then you can just run the camera that way. And they do last about 3 to 5 months before you have to recharge it again, depending on how many times, of course, it gets activated during the day or nighttime. So your mileage will vary on that, as it does on everything, depending on the amount of traffic that's coming in and out of the camera view. Okay, then you also get the solar panel, of course. This is a nice little solar panel, and we'll cover that here in just a little bit. It comes with a nice long cord and, of course, waterproof adapter for where you plug it into the bottom of the camera. Comes with 6 screws and 2 packages, total of 6 screws, and of course the anchors. If you're going into drywall or something like that, you get the anchors with it. You get the manual as well, and it's a pretty nice manual. It's pretty easy to read. Some of the photos in here are a little bit difficult to see. But other than that, the print is pretty good size. Will tell you everything you need to know about the camera. And speaking of the camera, this is your camera. Let's just take this off. So we don't need, I always like taking this off, but we don't need this on here. There we go. Take that off. So the camera's got a 5,000 milliamp rechargeable battery in it. Okay, the solar panel, if we want to look at that, because of course you're going to be using that with the camera, it's pretty lightweight. It only is about 5.3 ounces, about 150 grams, something like that. And it's a 6.7 volt camera. It delivers 1.6 watts. When the sun is directly shining upon it, of course. Like I told you, the battery can run without it, though, for about 3 to 5 months if you are not going to be using the solar panel. Okay, so you can go ahead and not have to mount that if you don't want to. I would prefer to mount it myself. That way you're not running out all the time and having to, charge. And I shouldn't say all the time, but every 3-5 months, you need to go out and charge the camera. So, like I said, the camera is a Wi-Fi camera. It runs off of your smartphone with the Adorcam or Adorcam app. Not sure how that's actually pronounced. You can download it at the Play Store. The camera, it only uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency, okay? So you will not be able to use the 5 gigahertz frequency with this camera, but that's okay. You get better range with 2.4 anyway. This is a 19 by 20 by 1080 HD camera. So it is a high definition camera. It's really excellent for night vision. It does have two-way audio on it too. As you can see, there is the speaker on the very bottom of the camera, and there is your microphone right in the front of the camera. This is a waterproof camera as well. This is IP65 waterproof. Now, the waterproof rating, when you're looking at the first digit 6, that means that the device is fully dustproof. No solid objects can go inside and damage it. The second digit, the 5, means that it resists low pressure water from any angle. The camera, as I said, has a built-in mic. You can see in the front where I showed you there. And you will still need a micro SD card, however, because they do not provide that with the camera. And the reason you need that micro SD card, and you can go up to as high as 128 gigabyte card, I recommend the SanDisk high endurance micro SD card because it's really built for harsh conditions. It's waterproof. I use the 64 gigabyte card in one of my cameras and 128 gigabyte in another one of my cameras. You're going to get about 5,000 hours of recording if you use the 64 gigabyte SD card. But if you use the 128 micro SD card, you're going to get about 10,000 hours of recording. And you need that micro SD card, you guys, because when the camera goes off, when this right here detects something in front of it and it goes off, you're not going to be able to record anything without your SD card. So that's why it's important to have that SD card if you want to have recordings of what's happening. But I really do, though, check the description below, you guys. I really do recommend the high endurance SanDisk card. It's not going to set you back that much at all. I mean, it's waterproof, it's shockproof, it's x-ray proof, it's made for the outdoors, it's made for security cams. I'm going to leave the link below in the description. Be sure to check it out because I know right now the 64 gigabyte card is only selling for like $12. I mean, so it's affordable. It's cheap. I personally have the 128 gigabyte card that I bought for this particular camera. It runs about $19.50 on Amazon right now. You can get it on the same link that I'm going to provide below in the description if you're interested in purchasing that one. There'll be a link for it, so just check it out. You need that SD card, like I said, if you're going to be making recordings, and you can't go without it. I mean, you really do need it. The power button for this camera is installed underneath here, and let me get this off. And there you can see the power button. It's that right there. And that's also the reset button in case anything ever goes wrong and you have to reset the camera. This is a Type-C rechargeable port camera. And you can see that right there as well on the very top. That's where you're going to charge this camera if you're not going to use a solar panel. Now, if you're going to use the solar panel, it becomes waterproof when you plug the solar panel cord into here. And then that becomes waterproof. And the cord is relatively long too. The solar panel cord, I mean, it should have enough because it's 8 feet 2 inches long, that particular cord. This little USB cord here, I did happen to measure it, and it is 29 inches if you're curious. But your micro SD card goes right in that slot right below there. So, of course, if you're using, like I said, the solar panel, you're going to be plugging it in, and then it becomes the waterproof with this adapter that's built onto the solar panel connection. So that's that. I also wanted to tell you a little bit about installing this camera and what I kind of recommend you doing before you even turn it on and start to install it, I'd recommend using the USB power cord, plugging it into a laptop or a wall adapter. They don't provide the adapter for you, but plugging it in there and charging the camera for at least an hour. Okay, and then go ahead and put your micro SD card in the camera down below, and then turn it on for the first time and follow your instructions in your instruction book. I'm not going to show you setting it up. It's rather, well, it's not lengthy, but the camera does talk to you. It will step you through that. It's not hard to do it all. There's codes on the manual here that you can scan, QR code, and then it'll take you right to the download site on the Play Store if you want to go that route. So it's really easy to do. I do want to tell you a little bit about the camera, a little bit more about the features of this camera, however, because there is some important features that I do like about the camera. And one of those is that it has 2 IR LEDs. Now, without it being turned on, it might be a little hard to see this, but there are 2 LEDs on this camera that are in the front of the camera. And they come on, and that's what helps you to see at night and in the dark. And it does record in black and white at night. There is also the PIR, their passive infrared detector, which is right here. Sometimes it's known as the PID, or the passive infrared detector, or PIR, passive infrared detector, however you want to say it. Okay, I just want to demonstrate what happens when we turn the camera on. This camera has not been set up yet, but we're just going to go ahead and hit the power button here and hold it down for a little bit.
Waiting for Wi-Fi connection.
You heard it say, waiting for Wi-Fi connection. So notice the light in the center there. When that light is not lit, it means it's sleeping or it's shut down. When it's solid red, it's charging. When it's red and flashing slowly, like it is right now, that means it's trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. When it is connecting and it flashes red quickly, then you know you're in good shape. Okay, then it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. A blue light that's solid means it's recording, and a flashing blue means that the camera is live viewing. That means that you're on your phone and you're watching what's going on. Okay, and when it's blue and it's flashing very, very fast, that means that it's upgrading the firmware on the camera. So I just want to demonstrate that to you guys. This is a very nice camera. I have cameras by this brand, by this company, and they all work very, very nicely. I can recommend this security cam to you guys if you're looking for a wireless type device, and it does have pretty good range as well. Of course, your range may vary depending on obstacles in the way and so on and so forth. If you have your router, your Wi-Fi upstairs in an area that's close to the camera, if you have your camera outside, you're going to be in really good shape. So be sure to check out the links below, guys. I do have links down there for where you can get this camera. Also links where you can get the SD card. Be sure to check the links out. I have a description down there as well. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you again soon with our next video review. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and be good to each other. Soul Commander saying bye-bye.